everyone. Today we are playing Hogwarts Legacy. When the first trailer dropped, I wanted to play this game, and it finally came out, and I finally bought it after 3 days. No, actually after 2 days, but yesterday I couldn't record because I didn't have my controller with me, so dumb me. I wanted to play this game for a long time, and I know what they are saying, that when you play this game you're transphobic, but I just don't care. I don't care. I just wanna play this game and have fun. When the game was installing on my computer, I literally cried because I want to play it so bad, and then I just forgot my controller. I was crying for 10 minutes, and oh god. Okay, what's all this? I'm just gonna keep the settings like this, because if I'm gonna change something, it might mess up my whole game. So let's get into it. I'm a really big Harry Potter fan. I'm not like a Harry Potter fan that like can answer every question about the series, but I like it a lot. And when I saw there was a game about it coming out, I freaked. And now it's out, and I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get into it. Oh. If you're a real gamer, you just skip this. I don't read it. If something happens to you, so be it. I have an account on this. On this site. Link your Harry Potter fan club and games account to customize your game and unlock exclusive rewards. Bring your wizard world. I'm gonna do this later. I'm not gonna do it now. And I'm just gonna continue. Today I'm probably gonna record like an hour and a half, maybe. Not sure. Slider until the image is okay, now for me it's barely visible. I don't know if it's for you guys, so I'm just gonna keep the settings normal. Okay, it's a letter from Hogwarts. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Term begins on 1 September. So I've seen this letter before. Hey, it says Professor Weasley. I've seen this letter before, and I got it from Game Mania, and I was really angry because I felt they were teasing me. Okay. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree of reasonable... forget it. You guys probably already read it, and I was too slow of a reader because, if you don't know, I have dyslexia. No, I don't have dyslexia. I am dyslexic. I'm gonna pick him. Oh, this is okay. What's this? That's my face. Yeah, I'm gonna pick. Why is it me, or do these faces look really weird? I'm gonna pick this one. Skin color. I'm gonna say this one. I don't wear glasses, so hairstyle. I like this one. I'm gonna keep it. Wait, what? Hair color. Is there like a weird hair color like green? Is it like blue? Maybe? Yeah, no, I'm just gonna pick blonde because I'm just gonna pick this. Scars. Yeah, no scars, sorry. My eyes. My eye color, I actually don't know my eye color. Last time I checked I had blue, but I probably don't have. Why did they make it so weird to select your eye color? Why? I'm gonna pick this one. This is my eyebrow color. Just gonna pick this one. Eyebrow shape. Tone, voice, 1.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
It's more like the normal Harry Potter voice.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to... That was quite something. A few cobwebs and some dust. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
I'm gonna just... Difficulty, I'm gonna pick normal. My character name. I'm gonna just pick my... I'm just gonna pick my real name. All those weird men out there, please don't search me up. I am a male, so start my journey.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Shouldn't I pick my own one? No. Seems like I can't pick my own one. Maybe in a bit. I'm gonna skip this.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Hang on!
Okay, random dragon appears.
The key! Give me your hand!
Okay, so we jumped in the 5th year. So we skipped the first 4.
Are you alright?
And now we saw that someone died.
You're
That's
hurt.
why we saw the horses.
Perhaps a bit.
Because
Take
they're...
this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
So the horses, I don't know the name anymore, but you can only see them when you've seen someone die. Chug it.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Okay. The visual effects are already amazing. I hope it's the same for you guys.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Okay, so
Mind your step.
it seems like we are the only one that can see some kind of magic. The same
Where do you suppose
like,
your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
like inside the Fallen Order, you are the only one that can see some kind of force. So I think it's like the same here.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir,
Come
why
on,
was
old
your
man.
wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent!
Okay.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Magic.
Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Damn, I can't hit him. Damn it.
Ah, up there. We're close now.
Whoosh.
It's just ahead.
When do I learn about Excalibur? When? Tell me, Professor.
Steady yourself. Reparo!
Okay, I didn't know Rapero could do this kind of old this. Can I hit the bird? No.
Almost there.
No pot will stand in my way.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That port key led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Something out of place. You! The minimap shows your surrounding with you. Press the stop. Okay. Something out of the ordinary. this, of course. Another pot.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Okay, so what now? This probably has to do with the statue. It always
Professor,
does.
this statue...
This may have been his home.
A bench. More pots. No pot will survive.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Oh god.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Why? Someone is calling me on Discord. No. Okay.
What in Merlin's name?
It vanished.
Godric's heart.
Oh no, we're
Where
in the
are
room.
we?
I don't believe it.
Keep your one ready, my boy. It's a troll, or what this thing is.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where do we begin? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then.
We're gonna be rich.
Stay close.
Why don't we just do Avada Kedavra?
After you.
Avada Kedavra! I hope I can learn some of the forbidden spells. 3 forbidden
Keep your
spells.
hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
What if I do?
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath. A what?
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in.
God.
We've quite a distance to go.
Here we're at our vaults, I guess. I hope.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
We don't seem to trust him the way we're looking at him.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the porky container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
We're here. I guess. I hope.
Here we are.
I knew it. Okay,
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
What is this? Oh, I was too late.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What's this? Oh, some money. I just stole someone's money. Oops.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
A door.
Well, that's a start.
It's our first
There's that
spell we
symbol
learn.
again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the
Revelio.
secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Okay, let's try. Boom. Magic.
Lumos. This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly.
Revelio.
Not out of Gringotts.
What the hell is this? gonna use Revelio for to be sure. Did I not miss something?
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Bam. Out of all the spells that we learned, we didn't learn Lumos. Are you serious? You've acquired the wand lighting charm Lumos, which has automatically been selected to your spell set. Lumos creates a light at the tip of your wand to help you see in dark areas.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light. Lumos.
Oh no, he's standing up. I think this is gonna be training.
Look out!
Protego.
Okay, so we're in the protection spell.
Dissecto! Levioso! Deposo! Deposo! Levioso! Contextoso! Confuso! Levioso!
Oh, okay.
Confringo!
Protego. Stupid one.
Expulso! Dissecto! Confringo! Protego! Levioso! Expulso! Levioso!
I am a wizard!
Deposo! Descendo!
Damn. Oh, I can roll. Okay.
Protego.
Deposo!
Decoso, what's that gonna spell? Review. Protego. Oh, I need to Protego 3 things.
Stupid one.
Levioso! Confringo!
Damn.
Expulso!
Protego. Stupid one.
Expulso!
Oh, damn. I accidentally drank 3
Confringo!
instead of 1.
Deposo!
2 instead of 1. Damn.
Stay close!
Lumos.
What?
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Potato! Stupefy! Stupefy!
During Protego, hold to stun enemies with a Stupefy. Okay.
Potato! Stupefy!
Damn, I missed the Stupefy. What?
Stupefy! Stupefy! Lumos.
Okay, so I can sprint with Lumos in my hand. What? What is this?
Lumos.
Where am I? What is this? It's a potion. But what kind of potion? Don't. Oh, you idiot.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories.
Viewing
I
memories. Going back down to Story Lane. Whoosh.
Follow my lead.
One thing, if you haven't watched Harry Potter films, don't be afraid to watch this. There aren't not gonna be any spoilers because normally, because it is 100 years. Normally, it plays 100 years before Harry Potter itself, so normally there aren't gonna be any spoilers. Maybe some history. I know.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
Seems like we're gonna be a real powerful wizard.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful. Where are we now?
Are you all right?
Please
Fine,
tell me
sir.
it's Hogwarts.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Hogwarts? Question mark. Like it asked in the beginning to log me in. I think it was on that site that I answered some questions, and I am a Hufflepuff. If I don't know if these answers are the same here, but on that side I am a Hufflepuff, and my Patronus charm is a cat. So if it's the same, I don't know. But I don't care what room I get. If it's Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor. Just, I hope I get powerful and I have a nice room. Little people are probably gonna go for Slytherin or Gryffindor, maybe Ravenclaw. Not a lot of people pick Hufflepuff because these I've seen. They say that you can pick your team by what how you
we
answer
haven't missed the
questions.
sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Actually, this is the first game that I played where you can choose your voice pitch. I wonder what I get into.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
Quickly, run!
I'll be in touch.
Seems that Hogwarts wasn't as popular in this time of year.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
What am I gonna be? Random questions? I don't know.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Yes.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of...
A butt plug?
What is it?
Daring, loyalty. What does he sense in me? Ambition, curiosity, daring. I'm gonna pick. Loyalty? No. I'm gonna pick curiosity.
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Wait, so... You can just pick whatever, but you just... Okay. So what am I gonna pick? Inventory is too obvious. Slytherin seems a bit dark. I'm just gonna pick what he gives me. Ravenclaw.
And you've a ready mind, quick to learn.
Except my house. I didn't know since when I was allowed to choose, but okay.
You belong in Ravenclaw!
Okay.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Okay, my common room. Please tell me. It's amazing. Please. Come on. Don't make me regret what I picked.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
So I have to do a riddle? No,
Who lived longer?
Riddle?
The ghost or the poltergeist?
A ghost or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
Wait.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
I think I thought I better pick Hufflepuff, maybe. But he suggested Ravenclaw, so I picked Ravenclaw.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Okay, so this is my dorm room.
This should be interesting. One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Oh, it's nice here.
Must be different.
This rock could be a bit better.
The right spot. Always talking his game, and then look at his face if you don't fight. He's like a child with
Yummy apple.
I want him to be in the perfect place. The place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones?
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is! Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course! I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
He's quite knowledgeable. I wouldn't really know.
He did teach me a few things before term, but that's all I can tell you.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Nice talking with you. Isn't it Hufflepuffs who like plants? Do most students grow their own ingredients?
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Well, okay, yeah, no.
It was
bye.
nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
That dry joke
you.
did it for
And
me.
good luck to
No,
you
bye.
too on your first day.
I'm just gonna Avada Kedavra right now, right here. Bam.
Alright. Deep breath.
Damn, how do I know their names?
Why, hello. Would
He
you like to
seems
take a look?
Weird. No. Okay, bye. Yeah, no. I'm gonna skip, sorry. Bye.
I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much. You.
I thought stars.
I'm afraid I'm not much for memorizing constellations. Enough to worry about on the ground.
Well.
Bye.
Hey there. New Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
What's this? Oh, I need a fire spell. Of course.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
Oh, I have to go down here. Do.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is this?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Boom. Gone.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Damn, just goes right through her. Damn it.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Well, no, it's mine.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Is this Revelio?
Revelio.
Is Revelio. Okay. Oh, it's just like random pages. Okay. So just like spells.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside
Revelio.
and outside of the castle.
Oh, so I get... Okay, so I... Okay, so these seem like the forbidden spells. Are these the only spells I can learn? Are you serious?
Revelio.
Oh, down there. Okay.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Yes, miss. Sorry, miss. What are you? Okay, so these are some kind of random things.
Revelio.
Oh.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
What? Central Hall? What? Oh, here. Central Hall. What's this one? Travel. Oh, traveling! My God! Flue fire. I think flue fire is like dust that you throw inside a campfire and you teleport.
Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Stays.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay, now this.
Revelio.
What's this? Let me see. Nothing.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this one because it doesn't seem like I'm not going to get
She
in trouble.
caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon, and she may...
Understood.
Good.
Happily?
Speak... Why don't I...
I'm sorry, but I just want to get to my classes. Classes. I don't know how to talk. Track. I'm gonna track this one. Wait,
the
which
map
one
is
there?
enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna check which one did I pick. Defense, okay, I wanted this one. Door, open. Okay, so this is my way. My class. Let me in.
Is that all you've got? Yeah.
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay, so Levioso.
Levioso.
I thought it was Leviosa.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a so. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
Good form.
I know.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Protego. Stupid Protego. Okay, so let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy life
Did I win?
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I just showed you. You didn't even hit me once.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Okay, I can't hit him. Damn.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds suspicious.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Let's do this. I am a great wizard. I destroyed him with one hand. Oh god, I have to sneeze. Oh, sorry everyone. Oh, sorry. What's he screaming
Professor
about?
Roman tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Catch, this is charms.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie.
It's a
So
Gryffindor.
you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
I have a new spell.
That is
Magic.
not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Yeah, I just come to the class to just pull a book to myself. Are you serious? Was that literally the class?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
What is he making?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Oh god, no please. Okay.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relink. Very good! Don't lose your composure. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But that's it! Stay focused. Splendid! Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? on up.
Oh god, no.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I have to wait for her. What? A 50? What? No! Fall off, please. Can I push her off? Hers off? Let me pass. Yes, thank you.
Accio!
Yeah, also get 50.
Excellent control.
Yeah.
Here we go!
Don't you dare push mine off.
There we go. Quite impressive.
No, I pushed her into 100. No. No. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna try and push this one off.
Accio!
Fall!
Very good!
No! Damn!
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Oh god, no.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Of course she doesn't get it. Of course.
Accio!
No, too fast. Please, please, please. No!
Happens to the best of us.
You shush. Shush.
Let us see this.
Damn.
There we go.
Yeah, I lost. I need to get these two into 50. Okay, no. I failed.
Watch this.
Good one. I
That
failed.
is how it's done.
I didn't ask you anything.
Accio!
Damn. 40 points. Yay!
Very good, both of you. Well done.
No. No. What now? Now I need to go buy my wand. I want my own wand so I can be more
Class is
powerful.
dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad
That's
you
good to
understand.
hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been
Bye.
nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
What if I just run?
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
Accio!
If you're so inclined.
Well,
You'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well,
no.
An outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
Please, no,
Expect
don't give
to
me
hear
extra
from me
homework.
soon
No.
regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
No.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Revelio.
Oh, I've been turned
Yeah,
around
so
on the grand
what now?
staircase 1, 2. I simply
What do I do now? Okay.
and then the werewolf. And the uprising.
Goblins, werewolves,
Let's go. Do 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 do. When do I get to use my boom so I can be quicker and fly around class and cause havoc? That's the only reason I wanted to come to Hogwarts, to cause havoc.
He can burn the castle down!
Levioso!
Like a version of Leviosa, probably. Spray. Oh, please tell me I can use it on the cats, please.
Accio! Levioso!
You didn't see a thing. Run!
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah,
Bye, Deke.
there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
No, Professor.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Gonna take Sebastian.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
A butterbeer. Okay. Let's go. Hey, can I fast travel to this location? Oh, I'm already near him. Near it, okay.
Accio! Levioso!
Okay, so it doesn't work.
There you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Okay. I'm gonna end it here. Now I just have to find how to save. Settings. Save game. Okay, so I save. This is gonna be the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next one. I will probably record more tomorrow. When I have time. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.